This video brought to you by Bodega Cooler. Consider a Bodega Cooler for your next RV, overland, or camping adventure. And Liner-X, custom fit floor mats and cargo liners for your car. Check out Liner-X for all of your vehicle protection needs. And Fast Wheels, a proudly Canadian alloy wheel brand covering a wide range of alloy wheel styles.
Hey guys, welcome back to Ed's Garage and day 26 of the cross-continental EV trailer journey. So last night we spent the night in the back parking lot of the Pops 66 soda station on Route 66. That was kind of cool because we couldn't actually find a camp. Well, we found a campsite, but they only took cash, so then we couldn't find an ATM. But anyway, we're alive. We got there pretty late, about quarter to midnight, and left there at about 7 this morning. So we're both quite tired. We're here at a Francis EV charging station at the Cherokee trading post on Walbaum's Road. We're just outside of Oklahoma City. And I wanted to start the video here because this station is a perfect example of why people don't like electric vehicles. This has been the most frustrating station that we've been to, period. You know, we've been to some bad, Petro-Canada stations, and we've had a few Electrify America stations that were down, etc., etc. But here's the thing with this station. So over here on this side, we have two stations there, two stations there. It's a good pull-through area, so that's kind of nice. But check this out. First, I'm going to go over what doesn't work, and then I'll show you what finally did work. So, whoa, hold up. Before you EV haters start telling me I should have bought a gasoline vehicle, let me just tell you something real quick. Everything that I'm about to say in the next little bit on this video has been only at one station out of over 60 charging stops that we've done. So no, I don't need a gas vehicle. This is just a small example of some places that have problems, okay? Now, back to the video. This station is unavailable, okay? This station's unavailable. This station's unavailable. And this one, while it does work, the screen is damaged. It's got a huge black dot here and here. I'm not sure if you can see that on camera. And it's outputting no more than 40 kilowatts. We tried it for like 10 minutes and got no more than 40 kilowatts. Now, there's these two stations over here. They're 50 kilowatt stations. I'm not sure if they actually work because I was having so much trouble with the Francis EV charging app that I kind of gave up and did a little bit more figuring out here, because there's another problem with these 8 stations. And that is, you can't tell what they are or what number they are. It doesn't say anywhere on the station whether it's 50 kilowatts, 100 kilowatts, 200 kilowatts, 6,000 kilowatts. It doesn't say. None of the stations are labeled. So you just kind of have to guess. Now, thankfully, PlugShare does actually have a listing for this area, and it does say which stations are which, but it doesn't say which numbers are which. So I had no idea if I was plugging into 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 5, whatever. I had no idea. So imagine my frustration. Now, there is a QR code on most of the stations, not on every station. So you can scan the QR code with the Francis EV app. But by the time you've done that, if you're at the wrong station, or if it doesn't work, or if it's too slow and you want to go to a fast, then you got to move and you got to scan again, or you have to walk around and scan all of them first. Utterly ridiculous. So finally we ended up at the 100 kilowatt station. And the 100 kilowatt stations, they're flow stations, and they actually say right here, a flow account is required to use this charging station. So I was like, oh great, I got a flow account. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. you can't use a flow account on any of these stations because this is run by Francis EV Charging. And I guess they bought a couple of stations from Flow, but they don't have an agreement with them to use their app or their RFID card or anything. So finally I settled on this station, and it's a 100 kilowatt station. It's giving me, the most I've seen is 89. Yeah, it says that the vehicle is requesting 89 kilowatts, which I find a little bit hard to believe, but I suppose it's possible because it's pretty hot out. And I finally got it to connect. I finally figured out which one it is. It took about 4 or 5 tries for the actual thing to start charging. The handle was dirty, it was dusty, it didn't want to work properly, so that took a few tries. And the real problem I have with this, guys, is that this company, despite, 4 or 5 of these stations, definitely at least 4 of them, and probably 1 or 2 of these other ones, are just not working, or not working properly. Despite all of that, they're charging 39 cents a minute. So you could sit here at this level 3, 200 kilowatt station, charging at no more than 40 kilowatts, and you're being charged 39 cents a minute. Utterly ridiculous. I will be going on this trip. I will be actively avoiding this company because they're so frustratingly stupid. And the worst part, these stations that are down have been down since before April, and they're still down. And it says that they're waiting for parts. Well, you know what, guys? Unless it's exactly the same part, you've got 4 stations. Make 2 good ones out of 4 bad ones, or even 1 good one out of 4 bad ones. Nope. Anyway, that's my rant over for today. Trying to stay positive. Sorry, it's just been a real frustrating morning with this damn charging station. I gotta say though, honestly, with the amount of kilometers or miles that we put on now in this trip, only being this frustrated once is pretty good. We're at 75%, we're still pulling 88 kilowatts. So this is not me complaining about charging infrastructure. This is me complaining about one station, one company that runs one station, and maybe a few of the Petro-Canadas that we found along the way. But again, playing devil's advocate for Petro-Canada, they at least have stations across the country in Canada. And this Francis EV Charging, I don't think I'm going to be using their system again unless I absolutely have to. Anyway, we are off to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Not sure how far we'll get past that today. Obviously, there's going to be some sites that we're going to want to stop at along the way. But yeah, stay tuned for that because it's coming right up. Well, we are in Amarillo, Texas still. Just finished charging at a Electrify America station. It is currently 41 degrees, baking in the heat. There's no shade here, but this is pretty exciting because it's car related finally. Check this out. A world famous Cadillac Ranch. I think probably the most interesting thing about Cadillac Ranch is how much paint is on these cars. It's just unbelievable. Look at this. That's paint. All of that. There you go. There's a can of spray paint. It's empty. It actually smells like paint here. Look at the bottom of the trunk. It's just a big blob. Wow. It's just a void. All right, so as we leave the Cadillac Ranch behind, we're now going to head to What's it called?
I don't know. I
don't know.
When you called.
It's hard to think in this heat, guys. We're from Canada. We're not used to this. Whew. It's about 107 Fahrenheit right now. 107 Fahrenheit. I just said that. 41 degrees Celsius. And it's 5:30 or 6 p.m. So we're going to go somewhere where we can plug our car in because we want to run the AC all night and have it pumping into the trailer. Oh, speaking of AC, I got to start the car. Will it reach? Not quite, not from here. All right, I'm going to stop recording so I can use Blue Link. Guys, we are in New Mexico. I'm sorry I don't have my microphone because my phone is connected to the map system. I gotta keep an eye on that. But we're about to hit a pretty big milestone. So we're in Clovis, New Mexico. We're just about to get to our campsite in about 11 minutes here. We have been on the road for 26 days. And this milestone is pretty awesome. Check this out. We're gonna flip the camera over, have a look at the screen here. So we have on our trip computer accumulated info. 99.99, so we've just about hit 10,000 kilometers. We're gonna let it roll over 10,000 K. We've been on the road with the car running, so not necessarily driving, but with the car running for 164 hours and 22 minutes. We've averaged 29.9 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers pulling a trailer, and we're just about to cross the 10,000 kilometer threshold. We still have about 4,000 kilometers to go, roughly, but here it comes. 99.9, 99.8, 0.9, there we go. 10,000 kilometers is coming. There it is. Woohoo! Oh, we need some fireworks or something. That's amazing. How's that for a long road trip? So that's about 6,214 miles for those of you who are following in miles per not miles per gallon, miles per hour, just miles. Yeah, how awesome is that? So there we go. We've hit 10,000 kilometers. We're going to get to our campsite here next, and that's where I'll start recording again. Hey guys, welcome back to Ed's Garage and day 27 of the EV cross-continental trailering journey. So we are here in Clovis, New Mexico. I think that's how you pronounce Clovis. And we're at the Travelers World RV Park. And just before I get into anything about the series here, just a quick shout out to this place because it has been awesome. So the location is okay. I mean, we're right next to a road here, but it's pretty quiet at night, very quiet at night. There is, however, a railway track here, but I mean, if you're in the RV, you don't even notice that either. So, and it's far enough away, it's not annoying at all. So the reason I want to give a shout out to this place is because I don't think I've ever seen such a clean RV park. Like from the outside of the RV park, like out here where all the plots are, to the bathrooms, the showers, there's not a daddy long legs in sight. Now maybe it's too hot here for those, but I mean, even like, you know, when you look in the top corners of the bathroom and you always see something, nothing. It's spick and span. I don't know if they maybe just cleaned it or what, but I can see a couple of brooms in front of the doors right now, so clearly they're on it. So very, very clean. Very reasonably priced as well. We're in a 50 amp spot, and I'll show you why in a moment. 50 amp spot, only $40, and the owner was even nice enough to shoot me $350 for the washer and dryer, which also, by the way, the laundry room, spick and span. Like, I don't think I've ever seen such a clean campsite before. Anyway, so definitely recommend this stop if you're passing through New Mexico. So yesterday we went through Texas. We didn't really do too much there, as you saw in the video, for yesterday's video anyway, or yesterday's part of yesterday's video. So we didn't really stop there too much, other than like Cadillac Ranch and a couple other little things and to charge. But the part of Texas that you drive through on Route 66 is quite small, so we were in and out of there within half a day pretty quick. Today the goal is to get to Albuquerque and probably camp somewhere between Albuquerque and Gallup. And then after that comes the craziness. We need to get from Gallup, New Mexico to Bluff, Utah, which is 165 miles. And in this heat, we're only getting about 140 miles of range. So Monday, the temperature dips down a little bit, but it is also going to rain. So rain doesn't help range much either, but it's not as bad as heat. So I think Monday is the day that we're going to attempt that trip, because in between Gallup and Bluff, there is nothing. Just miles and miles and miles of open road and red rocks and desert and nothingness. So wish us luck, because that's going to be the most hair-raising part of this journey. Without the trailer, not a problem at all. With the trailer, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Anyway, if you haven't been watching this series, basically what we're doing is we have done a cross-continental journey. We've gone from British Columbia, Canada, all the way to Montreal, Canada, then down to Washington, D.C., then across through a bunch of states that I don't even remember, to Route 66. We met up with Route 66, and now we're kind of following that along, and we're going to go to California and then north back to BC. And this is the trailer that we're pulling. It's a small aero light trailer made by a company called Westland RV. It looks a little ghetto right now with the shade on there. Sorry about the wind, guys. It is a little bit windy right now. But it is about 34 degrees Celsius right now, so about 95 Fahrenheit out here. And what we've done is I've got the car currently plugged in. I'm going to talk about that in a moment as well. But you can see I'm actually running the AC into the trailer. So I made some homemade adapters and a little piece of wood that fits perfectly in the windows, and pumping the AC into the trailer. And it's working. The trailer was really, really very comfortable last night. As a matter of fact, in the middle of the night, it actually started to get a bit chilly, and we had to, the way that we kind of modify how cool the trailer gets is we adjust the speed, or we shut the fan off, the top exhaust fan in the trailer. So it is working. It's working really well, and it was 30 degrees plus all night. So again, I don't know, Fahrenheit, I'll put that on the screen, but it was over 30 all night, and it was very, very comfortable in the trailer. As far as the car charging, the reason I wanted to talk about that is because this is the first time that I've actually been able to charge on 240, a level 2. And I'm going to show you what I did here. Electricians are going to be screaming at me, but I'll show you. So we have these two kit plugins right now. This one's for the trailer, so that's not for the car. This one is a 1450 outlet, but this plug can also be adapted to work on a 1430 outlet. So this is a 50 amp, 240 volt outlet. And then this wire is only 12 gauge. It's not getting hot because my level 2 charger only pulls 16 amp. It's the smallest level 2 charger you can get. And this is good. We just bought this wire and that plug-in and this box. Basically, I just made this kind of extension cord box thing. The reason I did this is because an end like this is 20 bucks, and this, it was only like $6. So I'm really cheap. If it rains, obviously I will, tuck this up underneath and put it on a block or something. But yeah, here's the charger. So this is a level 2 16 amp charger, and it gives us about 3.6 kilowatts of energy. So this is all really, really good. And the funny thing is we actually bought all of this stuff just yesterday. because the trip to here, Clovis, from where we came from yesterday, basically brought the battery down to about 25%. And I didn't have a lot of range left. Only had like, what is it? Like 30 miles of range. No, not even. We had like 20 miles of range left when we got here. As a matter of fact, I don't even think it was 30%. No, you know what? It was 23%. That's right. 23% when we got here. Very little range left. Because it was so hot. So in order to get to our next destination, which is Santa Rosa, New Mexico, that's about 100 miles away, and there was no way we were going to get there. And if I only had the level 1 charger, yeah, I would have gotten maybe 5% overnight. So with this one, super, super helpful. We're now at about 70% charge, and we'll make that no problem now. So thank God I bought all of that stuff yesterday. Mind you, that was kind of the plan, right? But anyway, that's what's going on today. Yeah, things are moving along. Time is slipping by. We're day 27 out of a potential 41 or 42 days, something like that. And we need to get a move on. So just doing some laundry right now, and we're going to be leaving here probably around noon. So I think we got about another hour. So yeah, we're kind of taking it slow today, but well, we kind of have to anyway. We want a bit of a buffer on the charge. Yeah, and it's going hot. It's going to be a hot one today too. All right, see you at the next location. All right, we made it to Santa Rosa with about 15 miles of range left, about 11% battery. We're here at the Electrify America at the Loves. That's the Loves right there. But charger station 1 is working fine, and it's actually doing really, really well. We're getting 174 kilowatts out of a 150 kilowatt station. Always love seeing that. So we started at 10%. We've been here for 5 minutes, and it says another 15 minutes to get to 80%. So yeah, this one's going well. I'm gonna stay out here just in case anybody else shows up that wants to charge, but there's room to get to the 4th station there. Hopefully that one works. Scenery is changing. I'm pretty excited. We've got I got a new special tool that we're going to use for future videos, and because of the scenery, I'm actually really, really stoked to try it out. But yeah, right now it is really windy out here. Otherwise I'd turn around and kind of face the sun here. So, but as you can see, the landscape is quite different. Check it out. So still pretty flat, but we got some nice rolling hills now, and the dirt is very red. So yeah, pretty excited for the change in scenery. Look at how I've got my car sitting here. Just because I had to get really, really close to the number 3 charger, I'm now on a bunch of curbs. Well, I'm on one curb. Okay, well, we'll see where we end up today. All right, so somewhere between Santa Rosa and Albuquerque, New Mexico, we found the Flying C Ranch. Check this out. Now, these guys might have been here for a while, a few years. But we had to stop because there was easily 30 or 40 billboards leading up to this this store, and the amount of different things that they sell is just hilarious. I'm going to take you guys in here and give you a little bit of a tour. But yeah, let's jump inside here and I'll show you what they've got. I should get one of these for Brandon. So yeah, we got a whole bunch of Native American paraphernalia. We got statues. We got clothing. Oh, look at these. Those are pretty cool. That is a real Kodiak brown bear, taxidermied. And that is a real elephant head. I'm just kidding. Look at these ponchos. Tons of souvenirs, pocket knives named, geodes, amethysts. So as you can see, just all sorts of crazy stuff, whatever you could possibly want. On this end we have a Dairy Queen and a cool little convenience store. So yeah, that is the Flying C Ranch convenience and gas station store along the highway here between Santa Rosa and Albuquerque, New Mexico. Very cool little place. Yeah, so we're trying to figure out how to get back onto the highway now because apparently the on-ramp over there is shut. And Google is telling me that I need to basically do a U-turn, go all the way back 9 miles, and then come back. That's 20 miles of extra driving. I'm gonna see if I can figure something out.